So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna duplicate this part. We're gonna move it. We will color it red and we'll call it base. And then we'll move this out, color it blue, and name it roof. Okay? So what we're gonna do is rotate this a little down. And we can see we rotated it by 7. That doesn't really matter. Okay? We're gonna select this part last and move it. And now we're just gonna rotate it by 1. And we're going to do this a few times. And here in a minute, I'll show you another technique using Stravin's Reflect plugin to kind of speed this up. Although I wouldn't recommend doing it if you're aiming for precision, because when you use the mirror plugin, it will sometimes rotate parts the other way. So if you go to resize a part like this, the mirrored parts, I mean, will rotate or resize the opposite way. My bad, I'm a little sleep deprived right now. Alright, and we didn't rotate this one, but we will. It's a very easy fix. And then we can just select this. Alright, so what we can do is select all these and then hit reflect. I'm not sure if you can actually see the plugins window that I'm popping up, but here it is. So we'll hit reflect and then we will delete this and I'm going to move this up. It doesn't really matter which axes you move it on, forward or backwards like this, as long as you don't really move it to the side. I mean, you can, because regardless, if we select it like this, select all these parts, and then select this last and move it into place, that works just fine, right? And all it is replacing this one part, whichever part this is. I forget where it went. But anyway, that's how we can speed that process up. Okay, so now what we can do is select everything. And I'm not sure why that's not selecting it. Maybe I have to. I see Roblox once again has a bug. There we go. Uh, jeez. This is why I don't use Roblox Studio anymore. Anyway, and deselect that model. That model is the finished result. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is hit reflect again, and we're gonna reflect it the opposite way. And then we're going to hit select edge. This is available if you use F3X, by the way. If you go into the rotate function in F3X and you rotate it, you hit the T for tango button, you can rotate it along an edge like this. So this is our corner, and as you can see, this is our where it lines up in the middle, okay? So we can now delete everything that says base because we don't need them anymore. All right. We are going to rotate this by 45, move it and move it by 0.5 studs. Resize this to about 9. And then resize these outwards. Okay, and down. We're going to go into model and all the way to the right. The far right is negate. Now, for the meantime, we're going to move one of these upwards so we can focus on just one. And then, as you can see, it's centered here. So we're going to select all of these parts that are going to be affected by that, which seems to end right about here. And we might have something sticking out here when we do this. But anyway, we'll hit union. Okay. And again, doing the same thing for the other side. We're going to select everything that's going to be affected. And then hit union. And that cuts everything down the middle. Okay. And then we can rotate this again, move it into place. And this is where we get our center beam to cover up anything. So if you actually put like cylinders or another shape on top of this, when it intersects, remember it's gonna, go this way and then go that way. And so it'll look a little weird when you do that. So in order to combat that, you're doing this, which is not gonna work too well right here. Let's go ahead and modify these in here. We can untick this real quick for the time being, and that'll let us select this. It's not perfect, but let's see. We'll go into union and make this 0.8. That'll make it easier to see what we're doing. Actually, that might just work by itself. I wanted to make it more curved, but you kind of get the idea. So we will change the transparency back to 0, and then we'll just pretend that this is curved. And there you go. That's basically, but I'll show you the result of the other one real quick, and you can see that it kind of looks better this way. This is just sort of faster because this one took about 10 minutes, and I don't want to take up that much of your time. This one took a little less, like 5 or 6 minutes. So here you go. This is the better finished result. But as you can see in the center here, if we get rid of these, or if we move these wooden pieces, this is what it would look like in the center underneath. So I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something. See you in the next one, probably in like 10 years or something. Have a nice day.